What is going on, you guys? Thank you for listening and viewing the Verse Podcast. As always, I'm Kev.
Yo, and I'm Ant.
What's going on, you guys? It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Yeah. We just came out of AC Beer Fest, guys. If you guys came to our tent, you guys saw how many people came. There was a lot of people.
It was actually, yeah, a good turnout there.
Yeah.
Definitely fun. That event is always fun.
Yeah. If you guys got a shirt, definitely rock it and tag us on it at Verse Apparel. First of all, Wave Break that was in here, they played AC Beer Fest. That was the last band we had on here. And they were awesome.
Yeah, they were great.
They did a great acoustic set on the acoustic stage. And then Census Fail.
I'm not going to lie, that was probably one of the best set lists I've seen in a very long time from them.
Yeah. They mixed it with like some of the original like trap drum songs.
Yep,
you know, and then they brought it into Still Searching.
You could tell they really like dug deep into their like New Jersey fucking roots.
Yeah.
And then kind of just like...
Yeah. And then speaking of Jersey roots, Hidden Plainview, guys. Wow. I haven't seen them play in a long time.
Yeah, they brought the energy. They lit up the stage pretty much. You know, they got things going for everybody.
Yeah,
and like, yeah.
Shout out to Rob again. It was an
I'm
amazing show. Yeah, we're gonna see more of that because we're going to Warped Tour this year, and those bands are playing there again. So, guys, thank you guys for coming out to the Verse tent as always. Hope you guys enjoyed the giveaways, the stickers, the T-shirts. What else we give? We gave albums out. The comp
stickers,
albums,
comp albums, bags,
all that stuff.
Actually. Yeah.
And you know, if you went, that you subscribe to the email. So definitely keep on subscribing to the email. We're going to be doing blasts soon for the podcast and for the clothing drop coming up before Memorial Day. So you can look at that at Verse Apparel on Instagram. In our link in bio, you can... look at our, you can subscribe email there, and also on our website, www.verseapparel.co, www.verseapparel.co. Is there anything else that we missed? It's been a while since we've been in the studio. I'm trying to think.
No, I think that's about it for now.
Oh, another thing.
Oh, never mind.
Because we have this amazing band that's in here right now. We're not going to show them you just yet, but it's going to be a glimpse into... Bayville Fest. You guys remember Bayville Fest? Yeah, that was the thing, and it was an amazing thing. It was amazing. It was beautiful. It was amazing. Nothing compared how amazing it was. It'd always be the best show in Jersey. So that's not happening this year, but we do have a lot of episodes from Bayville. Right?
Yeah, we got those vaults.
But we have a lot of episodes coming out, guys, from Bayville last year, the year before. And basically interviews that we started with when we got taken on with GCAM for that. So stay tuned for that. We'll be releasing those soon. And also, you guys know we were in a move, so we've just been releasing episodes every month. We haven't announced it like that, but we're getting back into the groove, so expect more episodes to come. Like and subscribe on YouTube at www.youtube.com/@verseapparel. I'm not going to waste any more time. And you're not going to waste any more time.
I kind of want to waste some time, not kidding.
I'm not going to waste any more time, guys. I want to bring you the greatest,
the best
band that has played Bayville. This is when we first started. This is where we first met. But they're back with a new album that's coming out soon, guys. New hits coming out, and it is The Haunting.
Like a lotus, reeking a coffin now, so sun blossom into view. But the even horizon when she set her eyes on you.
Howdy, fellas.
What's
What
going
up?
on,
Welcome,
you
guys.
guys? How's it going?
It's going well. Doing
Yeah?
well. Hanging in
Amazing.
there. It's a nice warm day out.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah. I bust out the shorts, guys. If you can see that.
Go.
No
It's short
jeans.
season. Yeah.
I see some leaves and
Guys
trees.
out, thighs out, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to see these size.
It's like the first beautiful weekend. They said it was gonna be cloudy, but it's not. We just saw you guys a couple weeks ago at Tech Fest, and wow, amazing.
Thank you, man.
Was that your first time playing since you guys have been back?
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. First of all, thank you again for coming, and I appreciate the compliment.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty much our first time playing since the whole new.
Yeah.
We had like one other offshoot show.
Yeah,
like,
that-
just just like testing it out. But
I mean, the production, even like for that show at Tech Fest. If you guys aren't familiar with Tech Fest, it's a concert event that OCC does for charity for scholarships, right? For tech students. Yeah, it was great. You guys like brought the energy in, and it was something. It was something really awesome, and I hope we expect more shows to come this summer. Now that the weather's nice, you guys are coming out with new stuff. Yeah. You want to talk more about what's coming up the pipeline for you guys?
Yeah, man. So we definitely want to play a lot. Like I was joking before that I said we'd be down to play like a 7-Eleven, Walmart. Like I'll play anywhere, man.
I'm down for the
We're down to
7-Eleven.
open a show. Like we're down to close a show. Like it doesn't matter. We just want to play. We finally gotten to a point where now it feels like we're kids in a garage playing our instruments, like jamming and just like messing around. And I've really like fallen back in love with doing the music thing again. So we just want to play. We're going to try and get on as many shows as we can, put on as many shows as we can. But we got a lot of music coming out, a lot of music videos. Just doing the thing, man.
Yeah, and we have Mark back there. He doesn't have a camera yet, but Mark is now on the Verse podcast producing. You want to give a shout out, Mark, back there?
How's it going, guys?
Nice to hear you.
We got to get Mark a camera soon, but maybe we could set one up. I don't know.
I got one on me.
Oh, you got one on
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, we're going.
He
Clip
wants
it.
to be seen.
Yeah, we got to get Mark
He
in
needs to
there.
be seen. He deserves
And then
it.
Mark, you also run a media company, right?
Yeah.
You want to shout that out?
Yeah, Yoke Media. Hell yeah.
Yoke Media, baby.
Yoked up.
So Mark's helping with the new music videos. I saw clips.
Mark's helped in tremendous ways that I can't even express my gratitude. He's brilliant, so fun to work with, and our girlfriends are also best friends. So now, like, you know what I mean? It's like a brotherhood thing.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
been so great.
Yeah,
That's
it's been a lot of
together,
fun.
dude.
Yeah,
It's a good time.
it's like family,
Dude, it's
How it
felt
is.
like family. So truthfully,
That's amazing, yeah. And it's funny how like we got reconnected through Mark.
yeah, dude, so hyped.
Yeah.
He hit me up about it. I was so hyped to redeem
Yeah,
myself.
yeah. Because we first met Casey with the haunting at the first Bayville, and then Mark I've known for a while since like growing up like in the early 2000s scenes over in North Jersey. So yeah, it's been a ride, and the stuff that you guys been shooting, which I saw the clips. When do you plan on? Do you plan on launching that slowly? Those videos or?
Yeah. So the way we want to do it, I believe, is at first we were going to release the singles, and it was going to be kind of top heavy for the album, where all the singles were the first 4 tracks. But I think the way that we want to do it now is we're going to release the first music video. It's going to come out within like the next week or two, and that's going to release as like episode 1. And then the next music video is going to be for the 3rd song. The one after that will be for like the 7th song, and then like the 9th or 10th. And those videos are going to drop with the singles, but then when the album drops, we're going to drop the entire film, which will fill in the blanks between like the
the missing chapters.
Yeah, the missing
essentially,
chapters.
That's
That's
sick.
dope.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
I love
man.
how the music video is coming back too, because like obviously you guys are doing it. The previous band Wave Break did it, you know, and like the production style is just like it's just like it used to be, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
Because I feel that's a lost art, especially in the music scene. You know.
I mean, you guys, I'm sure you remember waking up at like 7 o'clock and ready for school or whatever, and like MTV is on and figuring
yeah.
out like what the new music is. Like, man, that was such like a pivotal part of like why I fell in love with music. It, you know,
And all types of genres too. You know, like it was
Yeah.
it was a very big thing, and now you don't see it as much within the last couple years. You know?
Yep.
unfortunately.
People definitely, I think they definitely miss that aspect because like everything was just so like social media driven where people were just doing goofy reels to promote like what they needed to promote, but it wasn't really like the art they were doing.
Yeah.
But like the music videos, man, like that sounds amazing. Like you guys are doing it in chapters, so you guys are like telling a story. These videos that the clips I've seen, at least I haven't seen the like one whole video yet, but it looks like a movie.
Well, I mean, that's like the goal.
It's very
is
cinematic.
to- like it's going to be far less performance-based music videos. It's going to be like we're kind of trying to write the band into the story versus making the band the
main.
the main
Yeah.
focus of these videos. We're shooting it all on old cinema film. I send it out, they develop it, send it back. So it's
really
tough.
cool.
Like Mark can attest to it. You know, it's like
really
it's
cool.
fun to shoot on film because you don't know what you're shooting. You can't. There's no like viewfinder or anything
Yeah.
like that, and you have to wait like 4 weeks to get your film back to see if it was good or not. And the camera that we're shooting with is what's called a rangefinder. So you can't even really like focus in. There's no way to. You have to like guess the distance between us and set the range, and that's how it focuses. And then the aperture, there's like a range setting for that.
Yeah,
too.
and you
It's-
can't see it.
It's
Can't see
scary
it.
as
Yeah.
scary as fuck.
It's
For, like,
scary, and it's wicked
It's
expensive.
super expensive.
So there's like no practical reason to do it other than to prioritize quality over quantity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think there's a distinction nowadays, especially in music and in art, where you're either making art or you're making like commerce. And I have no interest in treating this like we're retailers. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we just want to make something that makes people feel something.
Yeah, you guys like creating art. You're not like selling too hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like the goal, man.
And you could tell with the video, I'm like, holy crap, like you don't see like what you guys are shooting like ever nowadays, at least. You know?
Well, we were
It's
saying
very
like,
organic, especially if you can't see it. You know?
the film has such a organic, like it has imperfections to it, you know. But I
Yeah.
think sometimes that creates the vibe for it.
Exactly.
Whether if we do the same video with a digital camera or whatever it may be, like it'd be a lot easier to film, but it might just not have that same flair, you know. So
It also it's also real convenient for me as an editor to have something that already looks good.
Yeah.
It's way less work
editing,
for me.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
less color grading and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we're just trying to do the thing. Want to do it proper. Like I want to make something that I love with the people that I love, and hopefully people love it. And if they don't, that's fine because I do.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
that kind
I mean, that's what it is, right? It's just like you bring your art out, and from what I've seen, it looks great. You know.
Thank you.
So, well, when are we expecting to see some of those?
So the Eclipse music video, that should probably drop within. I mean, if we're getting it Wednesday, I could have that done.
yeah, I mean that'll be done probably within the next couple weeks.
Oh, wow.
The first one at least.
Yeah. So I'd
Um,
say the first one should drop early May, and then the next single that we're dropping is coming late May. We're gonna try and drop the video with the single that time. It was just tough because as we started shooting the Eclipse music video like around the time that it was winter, and then it just got too cold to shoot.
Yeah.
So, and we needed it to look like lively and vibrant, and like dead trees didn't like give off that kind of vibe. But yeah, man. So I'm hoping within the next 2 weeks the first video, and then every 6 weeks or so like a new song and a new video.
That's amazing. So you're doing drops, right? So like one song will come out with the album. I mean, with the music video.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't wait to see that. May, guys, perfect time for the summer. And
Not
from
too
what I saw
far
with the
away.
video, it fits the season. You know.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You're not dropping like a winter, like what you're saying. You're not dropping like a winter video like in the middle of summer.
Yeah, that was kind of our issue we ran into.
Yeah. That's amazing. Mark, you got anything with filming? What you went through with that?
I mean, one thing is, Casey, since I met him, has had maybe 3 different hairstyles. So, so the continuity.
Yeah.
So the hair
will
is
be the most difficult
changing. The
part.
hair is changing in one video.
No, I've had to cut clips.
You ever see that Ray J? You ever see that Ray J video where they just keep on like cutting back to him like a reality show and his hat's like in a different position?
Yeah.
That's sick, though. I like that. I love continuity.
Yeah.
We had the first shoot. I think you had like bleached blonde hair, and then the next time it was like you dyed it all black. I was like, dude, what happened?
Dude, that has to be planned for the video.
Well, yeah, so I was originally going to play one character that I had written up that was like supposed to be like a bad guy. So I tried looking like a bad guy. And to me, like shaved head, bleach blonde, like gives
Yeah.
off kind of like bad guy vibes. But then I was like, yo, I have like naturally black hair. I can't maintain this.
healthy.
Yeah, healthy. I can't maintain healthy blonde hair. But then, I mean, dude, I had like long red hair. I've had like every other kind of hair within the last like 6 months. So it's just been, I've decided that this short black, I'm just gonna leave it that until we're done filming at least.
Yeah. That'd be awesome if it was like planned out to like the video. You're like, oh, is this a different like singer? Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, we've thought about that, like, because there's one character we wrote into it that like we didn't have anyone to play. It's like, damn, like maybe like different hairstyles.
Yeah.
Try and play 2 different characters.
Yeah.
But
So are you guys like collectively writing this together, or is it mainly like you kind of?
it's very collaborative. I had like the initial like idea. I set like a foundation, and then together as a group, we've been like finalizing these characters and how the story moves about. And it's been like a very like organic, team-driven effort.
I was about to say that can
awesome.
definitely build that chemistry that you guys need.
Yeah.
Especially reforming and getting out there.
It helps it evolve. I think,
Yeah.
like because even some of the demos from a couple years ago, they sound completely different than how they're coming out now. So definitely just trying to figure out what feels best with it all. Whether it be the music, whether it be the film,
Yeah.
any part of that.
Yeah. Definitely like evolving, right?
That's what it's all about.
So you brought that up with changing from what it was in the past. What are the differences from the haunting from like the Bayville times you met you? That had to be like 2000. That was right at COVID. That's like
Yeah, right at
2020
COVID, yeah.
20 or 2021 till 2025. So that's like a good 2 to 3 years.
So the haunting, it was sort of born out of necessity. My first band, Shoebies, had broken up over COVID, some falling outs with friends. The haunting, the first band name was Ghost House, and I was kind of just like over COVID making demos in my basement. They sounded like shit. Oh, am I allowed to curse?
Yeah. You're good.
Yeah, they sounded bad. But I would bring them to my producer friend Tim. He'd bring them to life, and it sounded like a not a singer songwriter, but it sounded like a solo person, like producer type music. I don't even know how to put it. It didn't sound like a band. Now this new music, it feels like a band. Like the parts are far more intricate. The drums aren't a loop. They're like, we have Tim drumming on it, and he's like the best drummer I've ever met in my life. Steve playing bass, an incredible bassist. And our guitarist Isaiah, who can't make it here, he comes from like the hardcore scene. So he's been like invaluable in being able to help us like nuance our perspective as like coming from a pop background, being like, yo, if we're going in this heavier direction,
That's sick.
like let's tonally find some things that like,
Yeah.
can make it a bit more nuanced. So it's been a group effort, and for the first time ever. And I always felt so self-alienated making music because everything was all like me and my ideas, and like
Yeah.
there was no nuance to it. So you can't like be objective about something you're so inherently subjective with.
Yeah.
But having these people that I love and trust so dearly, like being that like sort of like juxtaposition for my music, where like they could compare it to different styles, and it just watching it evolve, man, it feels natural, and I've
Yeah.
like really fallen in love with like doing the thing again.
Yeah, you guys could like give each other like inputs on things rather than just
Yeah.
you being like, I wrote all this, like let's just put it out. You
That's
know?
exactly it. Like
Yeah.
for like not being challenged, but for the first time, I'm having people be like, "Yo, what if we did this?" And I'm like, "That's brilliant." Well, like, of course. Why don't we do that?
Yeah.
And it's been awesome, man. It's been so great. There's never been a moment where we've like disagreed and argued. It's always just been this like organic, like collective kind of like, yeah, wait, that would be sick. Let's do that. I mean, like,
Yeah, or sometimes even the opposite. Like when there's an idea that we try out. I mean, it kind of just even happened the other day when we were recording. Tried something out, and then we all sat there and we're like, "No, this is not right." You know. So the collective agreement of also being like, we need to figure out a different direction of this too. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Rather than if like just one person liked it and then it might not have been. I mean, it's all subjective, I guess. You know, like
Yeah,
what is right or
anything
wrong in
art,
music.
yeah.
But if the one person thought it was the right way, maybe, could have gone another
Yeah.
way.
I mean, creative like feedback from anything. If you're willing to accept it, a lot of people aren't willing to accept it.
Yeah.
They'll be like, no, it has to be this way. And usually, like, that doesn't work out, you know?
Yeah.
But the best albums you've heard have always been, like, collaborative, right? Like, you see guitarists change, like, drummers change from bands, and the style changes in music, but then, like, you're like, oh, this is, like, pretty awesome that, you know, the change happened. You know, you're getting a different side of it. So that's awesome to hear that, because now we're hearing, like, a more evolved, like, band of The Haunting now.
Yeah.
And I like that as the hardcore side, because I'm all about that.
Yeah, hell yeah,
That's
man.
great. Get the crowd moving, man, you know?
yeah, dude. My mom was front and center at our last show, and I was like, "Yo, beat each other up to this song." And I saw
Dude, I saw that.
out of there, dude. It was sick.
Yeah, you were like the only band that had like a little mosh pit going on.
Yeah, it was
and I was like,
fun.
this is amazing. Like, you want that, you know?
Well, yeah, shows are supposed to be fun. You know?
Yeah,
like,
you
you're supposed
gotta
to
interact.
move. You're supposed to,
Yeah.
feel the music. You know,
Yeah.
so there's nothing worse than a dead crowd. You know, especially if when you go to another show and it's like everybody's just like standing there. It's like, well, just listen to the music at home, then.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly,
I
yeah.
wanna be in it. You know.
Yeah.
I don't mean for this to be like an old head OG Unk type take, but like I feel like the scene that we grew up in was very collaborative, like between shows at VFWs
Yeah.
that are put on in like a DIY kind of way. It was very much so as to satisfy the scene, to bring people together as a community. But now in this age of social media, it's very like, look at me. It's all about me,
Yeah.
the artist, and like that does nothing for your crowd. Like that, if you're not, I don't know.
No, I totally agree with what you're saying. Like, back in the day, it's like you don't have the internet reach. It's like, what do we have, like AOL, Mark, back in the day?
AOL was sick.
Yeah, we're like doing like AIM. We're just like we have a show, but there's no way of like really promoting that on the internet. So it's like, you're right. Like, people like will just like do like little like cut promos, like they're like in the WWF or something, like, or WWE, but
It's
like
crazy,
not play
like,
the music.
Even with the lack of like social media and everything back then, those shows were always packed.
Yeah.
All across New Jersey. Like, I don't know how everybody found out, like, flyers and
Yeah.
yeah, it's like
It's a testament to the fact that we don't need our phones to communicate.
Yeah.
Communication was far more real, I think, back before we had something that was like automating everything for us.
totally
Yeah, the algorithm. Now it's like they tell you what is going to help you with the algorithm. It's like, you need to use this song in this video because you'll get more views. It's like, but I don't want to use that song. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And it's like it's if the algorithm's telling the people that are making the things that, the algorithm's also like forcing it to the people that are consuming it.
Absolutely.
So it's
Yeah.
like, why are we letting something that's telling us what we like determine like the things that we, I don't know, it's just very bizarre.
It's literally
Like,
dictating our mindset. Like,
yeah, it's very bizarre, man, and it bums me out, truthfully.
Yeah.
Like I miss like taking a picture of like, I don't know, an ice cream cone and putting like a fucking weird filter on this.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what it's
Instagram
meant
was
for.
Harmless and like,
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I don't know.
It's all about like what looks cool now. You know.
They
Like,
overcomplicate everything.
Yeah, it's like
for sure.
rather than just creating and being, I guess to relate it back to music, but being a band and playing,
Yeah.
and like having people come to shows, and it's just about like, does your Instagram page look aesthetic now?
Yeah.
it's
there's
like,
all the colors match.
Yeah.
There's
But
You
I mean,
know.
I feel people back then were more open to discovery as well, like going out there and seeing different things. and
'Cause you had to be.
experiencing different things. Yeah.
I guess because you had to be. Now it's like you could just be on your couch and see it all, you know.
Yeah.
So why go out and experience it? So then it's like you want to find a new band, you gotta go to a show, you know.
I remember during like my time, like it was like the only internet reach you had was listen to us on purevolume.com, guys.
Yeah.
We got 3 songs on there. We're not going to release the other 3, but if you like the first 3, come out to our show. And that's all you had,
Yeah.
you know?
I distinctly remember when Spotify became a big thing. I had grown up listening to the versions from Pure Volume of like band songs, like for instance, "Forever the Sickest Kids," like "She's a Lady."
Oh,
that was
yeah,
one of my
yeah.
favorite songs growing up. And then when I heard it for the first time on Spotify, I was like, "Whoa, this is a different version. Like this is not." So I guess like on Pure Volume, we were getting like essentially like the demos.
Yeah, you were, yeah.
And they
Yeah.
kind of sounded shitty, and it was awesome, and I loved that. Like, I still go back on YouTube and find like old, like from 14 years ago, just versions of songs from back then that like are the demos that I was used. Because there's something so charming and authentic about like it not being polished.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
There's nothing to hide behind.
Yeah.
you sound like the way you would sound like if you were just like at band practice. Or like this is like what it sounded like when they were just making the song, you know,
cool.
before it was like overproduced. But like Pure Volume, yeah, I wish I think it's still around, but you can't find like any songs anymore on there. I wish you could.
I don't
You-
think it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not
anymore.
the same.
No, I don't think someone definitely bought it, and it's like a
Justin
different
Timberlake?
thing. Yeah, probably.
I'm buying MySpace and Pure Volume. I'm ruining the scene.
Bastard.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, Pure Volume, MySpace. You, Mark, you just posted an OG band.
Oh yeah,
the Madison.
yeah, Madison
Yeah, they
on Spotify
on
now.
Spotify.
Apparently.
Whoa.
Guys, if you guys haven't listened to Madison, I don't know why those guys never made it. Like those guys were they sounded like I'm not trying to compare them, but like they kind of sound like the style because they came out around the same time as Census Fail, right?
Yep.
They had like that Ridgewood like type of like sounding
Buddy
New Jersey
from
vibe.
Census Fail does vocals on their album.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why too. Yeah, Madison, give them a listen on what is it?
It's cool. It's like synth rock kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Maybe we should, Mark. Maybe we should pick up the guitars again. And just freaking. We never jammed together because I was in a different band. But yeah, it was back in the day. That's a long time ago, man. We're talking early
20
2000s.
years.
Yeah, 20
I'm for our
years.
20-year anniversary.
Yeah, do the tour.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the 20 year.
We're back, guys. Like gray hair,
Nobody
losing
asked.
all our hair.
Here we
What
are.
was your band's name?
Point View.
Point of View. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Mark?
Girls Make Dirty Sex.
Tough. That's tough, dude.
Yeah,
That's
mine-
so 2005. That's so cool.
Yeah, Point View was like early 2000s, like where you just like name like that came from an estate in Wayne, and like
Oh,
that was
sick.
like
Yeah.
that's why we called it that. But yeah, it was like pop punk we used to play. I wish you played hardcore, but the guitarist at the time was not about that.
Yeah. Hey, that's how it goes sometimes, man.
Yeah, but he was like a solo writer like you were. You know, he
Yeah.
would just like basically follow the steps. But that's great to hear, man. With the Haunting coming back, guys, definitely follow. Well, what's your all the handles they can follow you guys at?
So just the haunting.
Yeah, it's the haunting, but there's like a period between haunt and ing. So it's like the haunt.ing.
Nice.
Do you have that other account, Duh Haunting?
Oh yeah, so we have like a burner account called Duh Haunting. We only accept follows because it's private. Like anytime there's like a release, we'll occasionally open up the doors and let people in, and that's where I kind of talk about like behind the scenes stuff, shit post, like just
It's like
any-
more of like a
terrible
fan
pictures
club.
of us.
It's like a
Yeah.
fan club type of thing.
Yeah, and it's like us because I usually only post pictures of us in black and white. So it'll just be like raw, unfiltered, behind the scenes, like with no regard for aesthetic, which is
Yeah, that's
Kinda
awesome.
nice.
You get the raw footage, you guys. You should definitely make an OnlyFans.
been there, man. Done that.
The Haunting on OnlyFans, guys. That's awesome. So the dot haunting
The haunt.ing.
Oh, the haunt.ing. Okay. The haunt.ing. Okay. And that's on Instagram, Facebook,
TikTok.
TikTok.
Well, I think TikTok, it's probably just the haunting, right?
Is it?
Or is it? I don't know.
I don't know. We don't
Yeah.
use TikTok.
That's that old school mentality, man. We don't know. You know, just
yeah, we're banned.
Yeah. No, I know. I mean, look at us here now. I used to be in a band. Now I'm shooting a podcast.
No, but listen, man, what you guys are doing is just as valuable to the scene as what bands do. It's just as valuable as what promoters do. Some of my favorite stuff from back in the day was watching like those run for cover records, like them interviewing their bands that are on the record. Like it's so important to have like a glimpse into who these artists are as people too, because I don't know, it's just cool. You want to get to know the bands you like. So thank you, truly thank you. For having us
of course,
do this.
guys. And that's kind of when we started because like you guys, everyone always has great music, you know, and they bring it on stage, but they never get to like vocalize like what happens behind the scenes and like the person they really are. So like the personality is like a big part of it.
Yeah.
You know, like if there's like a band that like comes out of music, I think we talked about this before when we were across the street. But if, you know, you're a little bit of a douchebag, people are going to read it out on you, you know, and they might
No,
be
but
like,
it comes down to if like you're relating with lyrics of the individuals or like the melodies of the individuals that are writing the music, wouldn't you want them to get to actually know them too?
Yeah.
Like that's you know,
No, I agree.
it's
If you
like a
want to
deeper
connect,
understanding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's all like the behind the scenes stuff and like, you know, what's happening, especially with like your video and your music coming out. We're waiting on show dates.
Yeah,
you guys looking to book, or you guys keeping a secret for now?
We talk about this like daily, trying to, you know, just and we have been like hitting up some spots, trying to figure out some shows with.
I mean, the
some of our
haunting
friends.
is like a big name by itself already. So
Somehow. You know what I mean? Like for a band that doesn't play shows, doesn't do social media, and like released music that didn't sound like a band, for whatever reason, people have been into it.
yeah, you stay true to the art, man, and then good things will follow. I believe in that a lot. You know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you guys
I
are
mean,
doing that.
You know, we don't want to fall into the category of just doing what everybody else does. You know, the stupid song of the summer. You know, like these TikTok ideas. Trying to stray away from that a little bit.
Yeah.
And hopefully other people follow with that. You know. And
Yeah. I mean, it'd be cool to do something different, but so long as it doesn't come off as like fabricated or like I don't want it to feel like we're forcing out content so as to try and get people to listen to us. I'd really like to put that energy into like working on a live show or making more music, because at the end of the day we're a band. You know, like I like to play pretend director and stuff like that, but like we're a band.
Yeah.
So.
Whatever your creative mind wants to do. Like if you like video, you know,
Yeah.
you can put your hands into that too. You know, like video is a cool thing. I like doing video also. You know, it's because you can control the eye of like what people see on screen. So it's like a movement, like a canvas with movement, basically.
Yeah, man.
So you control what that looks like. You know.
Yeah.
So
And everything you guys have been making looks great. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you guys know what you're doing. It's like,
yeah, we're trying, man.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sure.
If you guys haven't followed the other episodes, we just started producing our own content. We used to go to a studio, they would have all the cameras, so now we're doing it 100% us, except for the space. The space we're working on, not right now, but yeah. And but yeah, man, I can't wait to hear you guys. Once we get the live shows out, when that music comes out, I feel like you guys are hiding something from me. I feel like there's something coming because you guys got something. You guys are coming out with great, like the music video, new album. Look at the pipeline, everything that they said. Follow them on all their social media platforms. Getting into your inspirations, we could start down the line. Like, what's your creative?
I mean, well, kind of going into what we were saying before, since like I feel like we all have a different musical background. I feel like we all kind of pull different, influences and whatnot. I mean, I've growing up loved like the 2000s, like 90s emo scene, like that second wave kind of stuff.
Even the bands in particular.
I love Sunny Day Real Estate.
Okay,
Yeah, Sunny Day
nice.
Real Estate or At the Drive-In's great. you
At
know.
the drive, that's super
Yeah.
throwback.
I mean,
haven't
I
heard
got
it in a long
into
time.
the Mars Volta before At the Drive-In. But,
Yeah.
but that kind of goes into it. I feel like we all try to listen to different styles of music too. Like, so there's At the Drive-In and there's Mars Volta. Same people, but completely different
Yeah.
sounds, I mean, I know you wrote a lot of the initial ideas. I mean, what is it that you pull from it?
Yeah, I don't really know. I've gotten really, really back into everything that I grew up listening to, and I mean, I started listening to like Elliott Smith a lot. So I guess I originally wrote these songs on acoustic, as like just doing like the emo acoustic thing, but then they sort of blossomed, and when we started putting like full instrumentation behind them, very inspired by like Cap'n Jazz, like jangly type stuff. My Chemical Romance, man, I
it's a big name.
love My Chem.
Yeah.
There's like there's like sort of a pop punk tinge to like some of the things we're doing. I wouldn't say we're making pop punk music, but definitely like to shout out like a New Jersey band like Men Overboard, like the way that they would do some chuggy stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I really loved that. Story So Far is great.
Sorry, so-
They're so great. dude.
Yeah.
But
He's
Balance-
a tour.
Balance and Composure.
Balance
is
Composure is
another
a
huge one that I
huge
feel like.
influence.
Balance
Yeah.
and Composure is good too.
yeah, like Title Fight and stuff. I feel like everybody's inspired by Title Fight nowadays. Though.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, just like the emo stuff we grew up listening to. You know what I mean? I had like a really like sad moment where I like lost my dog, and I like wanted to give up doing the music thing, and I turned to just like an acoustic guitar and just started writing what felt natural. And weirdly enough, I like gravitated towards the person I was when I was 11. You know what I mean? Like the 2006 like type stuff.
Hell yeah.
And I mean, that's always what I listened to. I just like never made stuff like that. And then, me and the boys came together. It's like a melting pot of ideas, and what we have now is definitely unique. I always said it sounds kind of like if Imogen Heap produced like an emo band, because we do a lot of like weird, spacey, like ethereal kind of reverse reverb things underneath like a heavy, screamy emo song.
Yeah.
So you guys just got back on stage again for the first time in a long time. Like, what was the emotion behind that?
Oh, dude, super, super emotional. I just celebrated my 30th birthday, and considering I haven't played a
Happy
show,
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Birthday.
thanks. But considering we haven't played a show in years, like, I got to a point where I was like, man, am I playing pretend rock star? Like, I could just go get a job and like do that and be happy. And even like to the point where like on stage as we were tuning, setting up, I remember thinking like, nobody's gonna care, nobody's gonna come out to this or whatever. And then when I like looked up, there was like a full crowd in front of us, and dude, I was like so humbled, but felt so, I don't know, I felt like everything was aligned again. You know what I mean? Like people do for whatever reason care about what we're doing, and now that like I for the first time care about this project, like I think it's gonna be something special.
Yeah. I agree. You go back to like your younger roots. That's really plugging like, deeper emotions.
Yeah.
As you get older, especially.
Yeah, man. I said
That's something that Kev even said to me when we came out to see you guys. Is like there was like a nostalgic feel to
Yeah.
like especially the two of us like coming from like 20 years ago going to shows, and like it felt like the bands we used to listen to growing up.
Yeah.
that's sick. Hell
awesome.
yeah,
No,
man.
yeah,
That's the
for real.
goal.
I was like, am I
That's the
in a
goal.
VFW hall right now?
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I definitely don't want it to be like a nostalgia core kind of thing, but I want that feeling. You know what I mean? That you felt that feeling is like a testament to me, like, okay, what we're doing
Yeah.
is like honest.
Yeah.
Because if we're not being honest with ourselves and the audience, like, I don't know, it's just inauthentic.
Yeah, I think that's really important. Like that you guys stay authentic, and like what Mark was saying, like it does give a different vibe from like I felt like I was in a time machine, and like people like are gravitating to that like now, but you're the people that are writing that music. A lot of the music that's written now it's all like, I'm not saying for every band, but like there's the same like tone and feel to it, where it's like I've kind of heard this before, you know.
Yeah.
But like when I saw you guys, I'm like, I haven't heard like this in a while, you know. So
I want like tonally for it to feel familiar.
Yeah.
But like the actual like presentation of it to be like brand new.
yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, you're not even seeing the visuals yet. We're talking about this. And you're like, what is he talking about? The music, the visual. Wait until May, guys. You guys will see. Moving on to after your videos, right? You guys are recording videos. You guys aren't done yet. The EP is done because you guys are doing videos, right? Like you guys are basically done with the EP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the music, well, we're doing a full 13-song album, but the singles that we're gonna drop, there's gonna be like 5 of them. So those are like for the most part, the instrumentals are all done.
Yeah.
It's just up to me to do vocals.
Okay.
We did the vocals for one, like our next single. It's completely unmixed and unmastered, but I have that. I could show it to you guys if you wanted to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Us personally, or do you want to?
Oh, you can play it, dude. You can broadcast it if you want. Yeah.
Send it to me. We'll drop a clip in.
Yeah, hell yeah, I will. I'll do that right now.
Do you want to do a sneak reel video and just have it on repeat and play the song in the background? I don't know.
I'm into
we
that.
could do
Yeah,
that,
dude.
We
do
don't
that.
have to show
Why
the whole
not?
video. We just repeat that reel you showed me.
Yeah, man. I'll
And just
promote
put the
this as,
music.
like, yo,
Yeah.
check out like the sneak peek
Yeah.
for the homies. All right, I just airdropped it to you, Mark.
Yeah. We'll edit that in for sure.
So the instrumentals for the whole album are like done. It's just like I said, I gotta do my vocals.
Yeah.
It's the worst part. But we're recording it in my backyard, so it's an easy commute. You know what I mean? Like I could walk 20 feet and sing if I want
Yeah.
to sing.
Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah, you're opening up a studio, right?
Yeah, so it's like 90% done, I'd say. It's done enough for us to do my like stuff, but to like start really promoting it and scheduling like other bands to come
Yeah.
through, I just want it to look a bit more aesthetic.
Yeah.
And it looks good and it sounds unbelievable, but it's just like not there yet.
Yeah.
You know, because I have to take like pictures and stuff.
Yeah, when the time's right.
I've got a lot of like the up and coming, like really legit local like New Jersey bands are coming through to make their albums with us. So we've got like
We have people hitting us up.
we've
about
got some like
recording,
hype ass shit on the way.
Hey guys, definitely check that out when that opens up.
Yeah, dude, no doubt for sure.
You have a goal month and date, or you're not sure yet?
I just as soon as I'm done recording vocals,
Yeah, you get
I'm gonna finish my album and then we're gonna dedicate all the time.
Your
to,
hands
like,
are
making-
full.
We also got to stop trashing the place because like we'll go out there and like hang out and like
Party.
it just gets real messy. And then like we had a day where like it was a nice day out and we're like, oh, we really got to clean the spot, and it took all day.
Yeah.
Just like because we're just pieces of shit.
It's a
That's just
sick place, dude. It's like a sick spot to party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, we just go in there. We'll load up Smash Bros, blast music over the speakers, and just like.
Yeah, I mean that's like a studio vibe, right? Every studio I've been to has been, you know, if you have that, you know, it's a comfortable space to write music in. That's what's
Yeah,
important.
that's exactly the best way to put it. It's so comfortable that like any band that comes through, I always say like, you know, check your egos at the door, all preconceived notions at the door. Like we're not referencing other bands. We're not like we're gonna make something that feels authentic to who you are. But to get that, to earn that level of trust from the artist that you're working with, they have to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So like it really does feel like a cozy like spot to do stuff.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff you're working on now. Holy crap! You got
Yeah,
a studio, you got an
trying.
album, got music videos coming out.
Yeah, man, we're trying to
Yeah.
do the thing. You know what I mean?
That's wild. All right. Well, guys, definitely when that time comes, you know, you have all the social media platforms to hit. You have a name for the studio yet? Or?
We're calling it Ghost House Studio right now. I
Ooh,
think.
I like that.
That's a nice
Cool
name.
name. Ghost
House like
It flows.
HAUS.
Yeah.
It we've got like old stickers from when like my band was called Ghost House. So I was just like, yeah, we could repurpose these stickers if we name our
Smart.
studio Ghost House. And it probably works better as a studio name than as a
Like Pops. Pops.
Yeah, right.
And to me, the meaning is like Ghost House. Like, it gives like that mysterious thing where it's like you don't know where these songs have been recorded.
Yeah,
you know?
right? Come on now.
Yeah, it's like a ghostwriter type of thing, you know?
Dude, I've been doing a lot
Yeah.
of ghostwriting.
Yeah. So dude, that's a cool name. Yeah, Ghost House, guys.
You know, that's also a piece of your history too. So you're still, you know, holding on to that, which is great. You know, it's
Yeah.
not going, you know, under the rug. So
Yeah, man. For sure. We had some fire stickers, and that was literally the reason. I was like, yo, we could still use these stickers.
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
Ghost House. But
Is
yeah,
it-
it's me, Tim, who produced the record and drummed on it. Steve, we all have so much gear that we just like threw it all into my like detached garage.
It worked at a good time too, because I think a lot of us we all have too much stuff, and me and Tim had this spot, like another little studio spot, and like it just was like flooding. It was a big mess, and we had nowhere to put all of our stuff, you know. And that was the same time that he kind of got that space, so it really worked out. We were able to be like, cool, let's put all of our stuff here, and then we're like, oh, we could actually like make this something cool, you
Dude,
know?
everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been saying like lately more than ever, it's felt like all of something like the universe is like conspiring to help the haunting exist. Because
Yeah.
everything has just been like falling in our lap and like rekindling with old friends. Like
We just rekindled again.
dude, it's a beautiful it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And like as soon as you stop feeling like the universe is out to get you and start just like appreciating how beautiful relationships and things are,
Yeah.
things just blossom, man. Like what did they say? It's like flowers grow where you water, when you water them. Like,
Yeah.
so just like doing a thing, like prioritizing relationships and people, and good things come your way. It's just
Yeah, yeah.
Well, and we've had some shitty things happen in that spot too, you know, just like whether it be power issues, whether it be whatever, and like we just try to take it, you know, take the punch, you know,
Yeah.
and keep rolling with it.
You're always gonna have like the issues that we had a lot of
the
issues
obstacles
putting all
are
this stuff
there
in.
for a purpose as well. You know, that's how you guys get closer.
Yeah.
and build. You
100%
know,
team
like-
building, baby. Like
Yeah, I mean, we had
digging a
obstacles
trench.
putting all these cameras up today.
Oh
and,
yeah, we
like,
did.
We're still having obstacles.
But it's starting to run more smoothly. So once again, it
Yeah.
continuously builds. And that's what you do.
Yeah, man.
Come together.
It's a beautiful thing.
All right, yeah. So you guys got the music videos. You guys got the full album, 13 songs coming out, and the studio. That's a full plate. Is there anything else that's coming up the pipeline for you guys?
Just merch, man. Lots of
Merch?
merch. We're trying to do it in a way that feels more like a brand and less like just a basic like band tee kind of thing. So we've been putting a lot of effort into trying to find ways to like design things that are cool. Like we just had special like sterling silver pins get made with like 3 little hoops, and then there's just like custom charms of like our logos, like the headless angel. Then there's like a dagger logo or a dagger charm, and there's like what's the other one? A tooth charm, because we have a song called Teeth. So what we were thinking of doing is like with every drop releasing a new charm, and people could collect the charms. You got to buy like the silver thing.
What? That's sick. Silver?
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
And then we've got these hats that are coming out that I'm hyped about because I want to like sell the hats with the charms. But the hats are just like, they're embroidered. They say The Haunting. And then there's just like a bullet hole missing of the hat. And it's like all frayed with like fake blood splatter.
Really?
So it looks like somebody just like blew their brains out in this hat. So we've got like embroidered Haunting hats. Oversized like vintage washed like Haunting tees, like guinea tees that say God bless the haunting, just like doing things that are hoping sort of like stand out.
That's great, man. You got a big creative mind. Putting a lot of stuff on the table. That's crazy.
Nice.
We gotta fix up the half pipe still too.
Yeah.
You got a half pipe?
Yeah, dude, we built
The
a
hell?
half pipe.
What's going on here? You skate too?
And we built a half pipe right out in front of the studio.
That's
Yeah,
all
man.
right. Now I got to come by, man. I'm not going to
man.
record a song because I don't play music unless me and Mark come out with an acoustic album.
Dude, you guys gotta
That
do
sounds
some,
like Yanni.
You remember the Scene Aesthetic? The 2 acoustic guys, you remember that? Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys could do that.
we could do it. Yeah, like a spill canvas or something like that.
Yeah, man.
That's a half pipe.
Yeah.
How high? Like 3 feet?
4.5.
4.5.
It's like 4 1/4 probably.
That's a fun size.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's small enough to the point where like people feel comfortable like learning how to drop in on it.
Yeah.
But I can still like rip it and like not
Yeah.
be afraid to like not be able to move the next day if I fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could still drop in. I remember. Do you remember that, Mark, in Ramapo College? There used to be a skate park there.
It's still there.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
No
still
way.
there. I I remember one time we were just like around the college, and I was like, my friend had a skateboard back in his car, and I haven't skated in like years, dude. And I'm like, I wonder if I can still drop in. He goes, I need to try it now. I got a board in my trunk. And I was like, yeah, right. I'm not doing that. And then like he was just like, teasing me like, oh, man. When you got it, you still got it. He wouldn't let it go. I'm like, dude, let's just eat. And he goes, no, you're going to drop in. We're not eating until you drop in. So I was like, all right. And the landing was good. I didn't fall, but it was wobbly when I hit it.
Yeah.
Because you got to really dedicate to that
You
to
gotta
push
commit,
forward.
man. If you don't commit, you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah. That's, dude, recording studio, and there's a half pipe on there.
Dude, what more do you need?
Yeah. You can like decompress and skate. Dude, I want to do a pop punk album there.
Yeah.
You can shoot music videos there too, probably.
It'd be
now.
the greatest pop punk music video scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Garage, half pipe.
It's like
Yeah.
that one Pharrell Williams music video. I don't know if you guys are
Skate.
familiar. Where there's just like a half pipe in the house and dudes are like skating as he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
singing.
That's like the Glory MTV days with like Jackass and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's awesome, man. So going back, I know this is a whole new band now, right?
Yeah.
I don't mean to bring this just to Casey because you've been playing the shows, but like, what is the most memorable show that you've played as The Haunting?
As The Haunting's tough because like I said, I changed the name from Ghost House to The Haunting after the first like mixtape had even dropped. So like we've never released an album as The Haunting.
Oh,
It's always
really?
Released as Ghost House, yeah. We
Or
put
as
out-
Ghost House?
Yeah, so I mean, it's tough.
The branding for The Haunting is ridiculous because that's what I always remember you guys as was that. Yeah.
yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm trying.
Was there like a time that you just remember like you played a show where you're like it was either ridiculous or any emotion you felt like towards the show, even if it was good or bad?
We played a show once in Atlanta, and somebody in the crowd there was like, "Yo, my favorite song is Haunting. Please play that song." We were like, "All right, we don't play that song." But then like we started playing, and the crowd was insane, and it was like the best show of tour. So we were like, "Screw it, man! Like let's just try and play Haunting." So we started playing it, and it was going like super well. And then the whole building caught on fire. There was like a gas leak, and everybody had to get evacuated. And the band that was supposed to headline that was playing after us never got to play. So like we were like, "Yo, we did that."
Yeah, it's like
obviously
this
no.
place is haunted for sure.
Yeah.
You
And
guys
to piggyback
brought-
off that, what was the most embarrassing moment at a show that either of you have ever played?
Oh man, the first ever Haunting show that I played with our guitarist Isaiah, he was playing bass at the time. We started off the show and second song in, I'm like, man, somebody's really screwing up. And I looked down and I've got the wrong guitar, it's in the wrong tuning. I was like, whoa, I wrote these songs and I'm the one screwing up. So I just like on stage threw my guitar, was like, yo, I'm an idiot. Like, and then the band kept jamming and I just like sang.
Which is funny because Isaiah always says, because he tells that story too, and he's like, because that was his first show, and he's like, he heard it too, something wasn't right. He's like, man, I'm fucking up. Like, this is not good. Like, and then yeah.
I was like, yo, I'm a big moron. Like, it's me. It's not everyone else. I just threw my guitar and just let it go.
Wow,
That was
neat.
pretty funny.
That's great.
We haven't played many shows as The Haunting because it's like between COVID or just like
COVID was a big hit,
bandmates
yeah.
coming and going. Like, and then I moved to Delaware for a year to like write an album. I was living on this like horse sanctuary and
What?
we weren't playing music because I was just like writing. And then I moved back, and you know all this stuff happened with my bandmates, clean slate. So it's like just been trying over like the last year. It was trying to like find a band, and then when I finally had a band, my dog had passed. And my dog, like for those who don't know, was like the most important thing in my entire life. And he died at like 4, so it wasn't like
Yeah, it was a long time.
it wasn't like he was older. Like I had him
Yeah.
for a while. So then I like quit music altogether. I was like, this is stupid. I don't care. I like had to go through this like self-discovery. Like I had to rediscover peace and like love in life because I felt like a robot. So it's just been nothing for 3 years. But for whatever reason, there's still like this like demand for more haunting stuff. So like now we finally have a new sound. We have a new lineup, and we've never released music as The Haunting. So it's like, to me, it feels like starting over, but starting over with an audience of a lot.
Yeah.
People like listening. So
That's what
it's
I know you
weird-
guys as, The Haunting. I'm surprised that like guys never released.
Yeah, no, we've never done anything as The Haunting, bro.
I don't know if it's like the branding or what, but like I'm just like, oh, they're back. I'm like, that's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, dude, it all dropped as Ghost House, and then there was one EP that dropped as The Haunting. It was like the Alone Together bar. It's like an acoustic EP, but even that, like, again, it was just like solo acoustic with like synth. You know what I mean? It just didn't feel like a band.
It reminds me of like how Seosin came up. Like
Yeah,
they had
wasn't
Anthony
he-
Green for like the EP,
Yeah,
and then
it was,
he went to Circa.
Who sang for the album? I don't remember the guy's name.
I forget his
Sounded
name.
just like Anthony
I literally
Green.
met him at Asbury Lanes last year, and I asked him to be on the podcast.
That's sick.
And he goes, yeah, I'll be on. Here's my email. I'm like, dude, are you serious? I haven't talked to your agent. He goes, no, I never got back to him. I forgot, but like, I should probably reach back out.
probably-
I hung out by his like tour bus and stuff.
Bro, I love Seos.
Yeah,
I love
their self-titled. Their self-titled album without Anthony Green is probably like one of my favorite albums. They came out during the winter. I remember when that album came out. I forget what year, but I remember it was the album with the Beatle, right?
Yeah, is it 2006, I think? that
Yeah,
one dropped?
it was that, and then it was that winter that came out, and the second U CD came out of In Life and Death. And
Yeah,
I remember
so
those were the
I'm
only
pretty
two
sure it's
albums I would
2006
listen to.
So
And
good.
when you bought the Seosin album, it came with like a DVD of them like recording everything in the studio. So and that's like before like social media. So that might be even like a good push too. While you guys are
Yeah.
recording music.
Oh,
you
we're
know?
actually doing that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
You're
so-
vlogging all of it.
Yeah, we're vlogging all of it and we're recording it to tape. I've got you remember that old skate camera that like everything in the 90s?
Oh, the fisheye.
Yeah, the fisheye lens on the VX1000, the Sony.
Yeah.
So we're shooting everything like on
Oh,
that.
so super old school.
Yeah,
That's
man,
sick.
it's been
Yeah.
cool. I've been having to like
Dude, I can't
digitize
wait
the
for that,
tape.
man. That's so the whole thing is just like so like nostalgic for me.
Yeah, me too.
Dude, you got to find a way to like package this and like when you go to shows just sell like everything as a package because you guys are coming out with so much content. Maybe you don't even put any of it on social media. You know, maybe just clips
Yeah.
of it.
We have like a couple of old TVs, that have like the
Yeah, I
the-
saw that
the-
when we were at Tech Fest. Your table, you had the
Yeah, we've talked about
Using the
putting
tube.
some of these like videos just like on VHS and like
Yeah.
put it in like those and then just
You
playing
know what's
it while on
funny?
stage or something.
When the last band Wave Break came here, we were talking about how people used to market their music. When Silverstein first came out, I saw them at Irving Plaza in the city, and this is when they just got signed by Victory, I think. I don't know if they were Victory or Vagrant. I can't remember. I think it was Victory. I could be wrong. Fact check me on that. But they had someone coming up to you in line to get into Irving, and it was literally like just like a big Ziploc bag, and it was just one of their music videos in a VHS in the Ziploc bag with like a 5-song EP. That I remember back in the day when you used to put like covers on the CD, it was like paper. You would just like press it,
Yeah.
the paper sticker on it. It was that, and then it was just like a little like brochure thing that they just got signed. They're selling for like $5, I remember, and that was the only time I ever saw anybody market like that, like a VHS. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. No, I miss that. There's something so special about having like tangible media.
Yeah,
We often take advantage, like how lucky, like not take advantage, take for granted how lucky we are to have everything at our fingertips.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it is a testament to the fact like that vinyl came back. You know what I mean? Like it's just because people there's something special about having something tangible.
yeah.
And
You need
having it
something
not
to
be digital.
hold.
Yeah, I need something to hold and cherish.
All this like streaming stuff, like you don't own it. The moment like you stop paying that monthly subscription,
Yeah.
that ain't yours
Well,
anymore.
we had to talk about that once. We were like, oh shit, that would really suck.
Yeah.
Like you just can't listen to anything unless you buy, the physical copy.
Yeah,
or whatever it
exactly.
may
I
be.
still buy vinyl. I collect vinyls like more on like the emo scene. I'll collect a lot of vinyls. Like if I see like a live album, like Silverstein played Starland Ballroom, they had like a live album that came out that they only sold there. I bought it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'll be broke, and like if it's like the only time I'll be able to afford that, like I'll buy it.
I'm a sucker for vinyl.
Yeah, man.
It's a bad hobby
Yeah.
that I got.
It's funny because I have them all framed, but they're not like hung up. They're just like all framed, but like in a closet.
Hell yeah.
But
It's like
yeah,
one of those things like, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah,
There, I'll
exactly.
hang that up
Yeah.
at some point.
I bought like the Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk came out with like a vinyl of like that whole
The
soundtrack.
Hall & Oates vinyl too.
Yeah, I bought that. That was a Raspberry. Yeah, I'm a big Hall & Oates.
That's
and,
All those riffs, dude.
yeah.
Sarah Smiles, one of my favorite songs.
Dude, I love Hall & Oates.
They're
And then
great.
like we were at AC Beer Fest when we attended there. Thank you guys for coming, by the way. They had this guy from Atlantic City. I guess he owns like a thrift shop. Right?
Yeah, we
Like,
were talking to him.
He had a cassette of the same vinyl I bought, so I bought the cassette. He was only selling for $5. I'm like, dude,
No
this
brainer.
is steal, man. I was like,
Yeah.
come on.
With the price of everything else nowadays, that's not even like a McChicken anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly,
man.
dude.
I could have a cassette that I
Yeah.
could love forever.
Yeah, you can't even eat for
Or-
$5 now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But you got any other questions, man?
No, I'm pretty good.
You good? What else? I think I might have something in the tank. All right, so no shows coming up yet.
Well, we have one tonight.
We have one tonight in
Tonight,
Hoboken. But we have our album release show scheduled too for November 27th or
Where's that going to
28th.
be?
It's going to be in Asbury at the Asbury Lanes.
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Okay,
it's
that's
gonna be cool.
that's big. The lanes.
It'll
Yeah.
be fun. But granted, that's in 7 months. So
Yeah, 7 months. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we're just working on scheduling shows for the summer, working on getting new music out there.
Is that show strictly going to be you guys? I know it's your album release, or you can have anybody else join you.
We're gonna have a couple other bands. Band Buff Out is gonna be on it.
Buff out.
Yeah, Buff Out Rips.
Oh, really? I gotta give them a listen.
Yeah, you gotta check
They're
them out.
really
They're
Yeah.
sick.
Are they from around here?
Like New Brunswick.
Yeah, they're good.
Oh, New
Yeah.
Brunswick. Then they gotta be ripping.
Yeah, that's
New
the
Brunswick.
scene.
That's
That's the
like
scene.
the scene.
That scene's killing.
Always
it, dude.
been the scene. New
That's
Brunswick.
For real. That's
Basement
the only
shows and all
Jersey
that.
scene that like thrives constantly. And
That scene has never died. Those
Yeah.
basement shows are still going.
Mhm.
I think that's the only thing that lasted throughout all those VFW shows was New Brunswick.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I wish they still had. Was at Court Tavern, where like Gaslight Anthem came up and all those people.
Yeah, I never went to any of those.
Yeah,
Dude, it seems like the VFW shows are coming back though. Like,
Yeah.
they're trying to at least.
They're
You know,
trying to.
There's bits and pieces of like a scene that is forming. you
yeah.
know, so
We were actually thinking of doing them, but the problem is the whole drinking thing.
Yeah.
I think actually Silverstein did a VFW show out in Vegas during the While We Were Young festival.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
super cool.
Limited
yeah,
time.
the drinking is the hard part.
That's the hard part. Yeah,
How do you
because
stop.
yeah, unless like they open up that VFW bar, which they have one in there, some of the VFW
Yeah.
halls. So like if they can open that, then it's go
Yeah,
time.
what about like
Honestly, I don't care. We'll do a verse show at a VFW hall if they'll open up that bar. Take all the money. I don't need to make any money. Anthony doesn't. Mark doesn't. None of us need to make money.
I don't need
Just
money for that.
get the bar open and do a VFW
Let me
show.
play. Let me
Yo,
play.
we
I'm calling it
need
out
that
now.
money.
That's a real.
we have
Clip
to
it.
get that VFW? We have to get the VFW across from Starland, do like a pre-show there.
Oh, they do have a bar at that VFW.
Yeah.
hall.
Oh, yeah, that's
Do like a
Yeah.
pre-show
Yeah.
there before like an actual show at Starland.
Wow, thinking on your
Yeah, that's
feet. I
big
like
brain.
that.
That's
big
good.
brain.
Yeah.
Damn, you're like Jeff Bezos, dude.
What
Hell
can I
yeah.
say? I ain't not faking any space videos though. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah, yeah. That's amazing. All right. So next show, a little time from now, but we can't wait to see what's coming up the pipeline. We're going to put the song on and clips of that video, guys. Check it out. May. Meeting for a May release, guys. It's going to be amazing. And I'm glad I got to see you guys the other week then, because you guys don't have anything of the pipeline for a little bit. So I'm glad I got to hear
Yeah.
some of it, dude. It's amazing.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
And thank you guys for coming in so much.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Mark, you got anything?
My phone died, so I don't have there's no camera anymore.
Yes, you can. You can talk. We'll put the audio on. Yeah,
I don't have my questions up.
Okay.
I think one of them was who's the last person in the band to shit themselves?
Oh, probably me.
It's gotta
Gotta
be
be
you,
me.
yeah.
Gotta
Yeah, that's
be
what I
me.
figured.
Gnarly stomach issues.
Yeah.
Gnarly.
You almost shit
stomach.
yourself like 2 nights ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say, pick a day.
Yeah.
Pick a day, brother.
All right. We were supposed to all meet before the show to get more segments in, but I think like the interview itself was great because the haunting hasn't been around for a while, and that's why I'm happy to have you guys on. So hopefully we're the first people to like bring that up, that you
Dude.
guys are back in action.
I think this is the first real haunting interview.
Really?
Yeah. I'm
Hell
serious,
yeah.
man. Like the name's been around for a minute, but we haven't done anything.
Yeah.
So it's like this is our first. It feels like starting a new band. You know what I mean? Like this is our first real interview.
Yeah.
Like thank you for having us.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming out, and I'm going to the next show for sure. I'll be there, Asbury Lee. So guys, definitely check out the music video coming out in May. Singles releasing with the EP, full-length album coming out, shows coming out. Stay tuned for that at
The Haunting on Instagram.
the
The
haunting.
Haunt dot
The
ing.
Haunt dot
The
ing.
Haunt.ing, guys. They're back, and I'm excited for it. I can't wait for it, and it's a great time to announce it now because it's about to be summer, baby, and I'm wearing shorts, maybe a little bit too short. But guys, guys, definitely stay tuned for Bayville interviews coming up. Since we're not doing the festival this year, at least, maybe we'll come back for another year. But this year, no Bayville. That's a straight announcement there. But we're gonna release episodes of Bayville maybe every week. Coming up, there's a lot from the past 3 years. We didn't release too much from then, so maybe the hauntings in one. We'll see. Maybe we'll just clip some of it here without the audio in it, but that was a good interview too. And guys, definitely check The Haunting out on all streaming platforms, Spotify, and then Ant, you got anything to promote?
No. Not over
Follow
here.
Ant on Anthony DeVita on Instagram, and then Mark, I know you have something to promote.
I do.
Your company?
Yoke.
What?
Your company? Yoke?
Oh yeah, or just me. Just promote myself. I
Yeah,
guess.
you got to, man.
Yeah,
We'll clip it.
because I'm new here.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark is behind the desk now because we're running all the visual and audio now. So definitely check out Yoke Media for all your photography and video needs. All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're out. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Guys, stay tuned. We're going to come out more than monthly soon now that we kind of have a home now.
We getting the flow down.
Yeah,
That's
we're
it.
liking it here now. So expect more episodes more than just monthly. We're back at it. We're back at it. Verse back at it. www.verseapparel.co. Follow Verse on Instagram Follow us on Instagram at Verse Apparel.
At
Guys.
Instagram.com.
And Instagram.com, baby. Tune into all the other episodes. Don't forget to subscribe to YouTube. And as always, thank you guys for listening and following. We'll catch you guys in a couple of weeks. Peace, baby,
See
baby.
ya. I was thinking entire time.
You just keep it recording.
Can you see if my lobster's in there while you're?
Yeah.